Well, hey, hi lads and lasses, hope you all hope you're okay everybody. As you can see, I'm in a bit more of a casual mode tonight. Just got back from, as with everything, just non-stop, as it always is in my life for some reason. Just it never seems to stop. Hiya Charlie mate, hope you well. Dave Bowie's in. Hiya mate, congratulations for winning the Scottish Lad Does Darts Reviews 1k giveaway. I noticed that. Well, it looks like there's only the three of us, is it? Oh no, there's 7 people in. No, there was only 3. Right, so hope you guys are all well. Baz is in. Hiya Baz mate. We'll think you'll get a bit of NaKKa going in a minute once we've had a bit of a warm up. Right, is the thing of the sound and everything okay? Is everything working alright? Stream's not stuttering, shouldn't be. Anyway, it's thingy, that's them settings. Seem to have done a couple of private streams between last week and this week. Just a few minutes here and there and a couple of games on NaKKa and what have you, but it seems to have worked alright. Is everything okay? I hope it is. I think the mic and everything's working well. I'll give you a bit of a song, but all it'll do is just make you feel ill. Right, so, anything anybody wants to talk about? Have you noticed we've got the... oh, hang on a minute, that's not the best view, is it? Now we've got the controversial surround up with a light on it. I think it looks alright, me. I mean, you can see that from there, can't you? I mean, it looks alright to me. I've got a background light on, but I can't see any black bull or anything like that on it. Can you guys? Because I can't. Oh, Neil's in. Hiya, mate. Mr. Bell's in. Ding dong. It's Mr. Bell from Neil's Darts. Mark Layton's in. Hiya, Mark. Hope you well, mate. Sounds good. That's alright then. That's all that matters. Yeah, we seem to have had a bit of controversy over this lighting surround on Twitter and what have you, which I think, to be honest with you, is a little bit of a shame. A little bit of a shame, really, because it seems to have been one guy that's kicked it all off, and I don't blame him. If he's got a duffer, then, you know, it happens. I mean, if the light surrounds are not going to be to everybody's choice, are they? Don't forget, I've had the Corona, I've had a few different lighting systems, and I've not been fantastically happy with them. The best one I've ever had is the Illumina, and I've had that all the way up until getting this. I think it's a decent light. I don't do Alibaba or anything like that, because a lot of people have been saying that someone else is selling them. Like I say, I do actually feel a little bit sorry for Brian for the simple surrounds off. Told him that he was going to get exclusive rights to them in the UK. I think, I mean, I can't swear to this, so don't quote me on it, but I think Brian paid him some serious money to be the exclusive in the UK for these surrounds. And it looks like it's a typical, let's say, China trading occurrence. Whereas what they've done is I think they've sold the rights to not only Brian, but probably half a dozen, if not 10 or 15 other people at the same time. And obviously, if they've took, I mean, I don't know how much it is, so I'm not saying that it's this amount of money, but alright then, let's say for something stupid, it's a tenner, right? So let's say it's a tenner to sell, you've paid the Chinese company 10 quid to sell these exclusively. Now, if they've sold that to 100 people, right, that is 1,000 quid, isn't it? Well, you can times that by 1,000. And don't forget, China, trading in China, what do they call it? Intellectual property right. So if you do a deal with a Chinese company that says that you're going to be the exclusive seller in Great Britain, it doesn't mean that you are. They don't have to stick to that. And there's no way someone like Brian, or I'd say pretty much anybody else, I mean even BMW and Mercedes, the big car manufacturers, they've all tried to take China to court for ripping off their stuff, and not a one of them has been found in their favour in Chinese courts. So, you know, I just, like I say, I feel really sorry for him. It could be something as simple as the transformer that this guy's got, who's been all over Twitter and what have you, and slagged Brian to death, and he slagged me and all. He slagged me because of my review. I'm hoping that you guys know that all I do is I tell it the way that I see it. If I thought that the thing, the light surround wasn't very good, I just wouldn't have done the review. I would have said to Brian, I'm not really impressed with these, you know what I mean? But I had it for 2 days before I did the reviews, before I even started filming it, and I was quite happy with it. I thought, as with everything, it's a compromise. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best dartboard light in the world. It's not. But what I do think is everything has its pluses and its minuses. It has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. The disadvantage for this, I think, number one, the black surround absorbs light. Don't forget, black absorbs light. So I think it's quite possible that the actual surround, because the LED is put into the surround itself, and don't forget I'm talking as an engineer here, I think because the lighting system, the actual LED light strip is actually embedded in black, I think that will take some of its potency away. As you can see, I've got a blue one up there, and that one I think is really, really good. I find it alright. On this lad's board, he's got a unicorn board, and the spider sticks out a mile from the board. I blew it up and I had a really good look at it, and his actual spider, if you look at mine here, his actual spider here sticks a lot further out from the board, and I'm wondering if that's why he's getting a black bulb. Is because yes, these are close, of course they are. There's 2 modes on it. You've got the sport mode and the normal mode. Obviously all you can see is my shoulder now, sorry about that lads and lasses, but there's a sports mode on it and a lighting mode. There's 2. Yeah, it's alright. I think it's that. Seriously, Dave, I think it's alright for the money. And I think, like I said, the advantages that it's got, there's certain advantages and there's certain disadvantages, as there is with anything that you buy. Don't forget, you can go and buy a Rolls Royce, right, and you can go and buy a Kia, and they do exactly the same job. Exactly the same job. You get in a Rolls Royce, right, you can drive to the shops and back in it. You get in a Kia Rio, you can get in it and you can drive to the shops and back in it. The difference is the bits and bobs that make it a little bit more special, and the build quality. However, this I think is a load of garbage, because I've had BMWs, I've had Mercs, I've had Saabs, I've had all sorts of cars. And do you know what are the best cars? Fords and Vauxhalls. I've had BMWs, right, that the thing of the front suspension leg went on one of them, and it cost me the best part of 500 quid to have the leg replaced. I had a Focus before that, and what I do is, where I live, I have to bump up onto the curb every night to park it up. So the front leg went on that, and it cost me 175 quid. So, you know what I mean? And the Focus ran just for as long as the BMW did, and drove just as well. Like the thing of the Jag that I've got now, at some point, the front near side leg will go on that. There's no 2 ways about it, because I have to bump it up onto the pavement every night. But at the end of the day, everything is a compromise. You can have a Jaguar badge, or you can have a Kia badge. You can have a Corona light, or you can have one of these lights. The fantastic thing about this light is, and I think this is awesome, mate. I absolutely do. I love this bit about it, is you can power that off a battery bank. So if you've got one of them little square battery bank things, if you go on holiday and you're stopping in a tent or in an hotel or in a chalet or anywhere, don't matter where it is, as long as you've got your dartboard, your stand and your thing and one of those lights, you can play with that anywhere, absolutely anywhere. Plus the other thing is the environmental impact. Not something that I really, I wouldn't say that I don't care about it, but I don't give it the same sort of prevalence as some people do. However, if we are talking about green credentials, and I've spoke about this with packaging for darts, this surround, you don't need to sell a transformer with it. You don't need to sell an adapter with it. You think everything that you buy, doesn't matter, that every man and his dog, everything that you buy that's electronic, you get an adapter with it. This, you don't need an adapter. It's got a USB socket on it, so you can use from laptop. So if you've got a laptop that's charged up, you can power it off a battery bank. You can power it off a shaver socket. You can power it off a USB socket that's in your wall. You can power it off a phone transformer. And so the advantages, I think some of them are absolutely awesome, but like I say, it's a compromise. It's what you want. Do you want this or don't you want it? If you think that the surrounds are garbage, what you do is you just don't buy one. You don't go on to Twitter and try and ruin somebody's business. That's something that I wouldn't do. The other question is, has anybody asked this bloke, has he actually asked Brian, can he return it? Or has he just decided that he'd just try and wreck the man's business? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't know. The only conversations I've had with Brian is that this guy did this to him. He had a couple of text messages or something between the pair of them before it happened. I'm not privy to what they said, apart from this guy said some pretty awful things apparently. Obviously I've only got one person's word for that, but you know what I mean. Apparently there's some argy-bargy gone on one way from what I can see, and obviously he's not. If you've got something that there's something wrong with, what do? You send it back. From what I've been told, this guy got it on a discount, so he got 10% off it or free postage. So he chose the free postage. So obviously if you've got free postage, that item gets posted to you. If there's something wrong with it, it is your responsibility to post it back. And from what I can gather, this is what this guy doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to post it back to get his money back. But I mean, that's between them. We're getting too far into it now. It's getting a bit silly. But right, so anyway, a bit of a lag. Oh God, here we frigging go. Yeah, internet's right down. They said that it'd settle out. They said that it'd settle out over the space of a few days, but there we go. Brilliant, innit? Right, Adam Scott. Hi Graham, mate. Hope you're well. Front tracking. Oh, you're in the pace car itself, are you? Brum brum. Beautiful day for racing. I tell you what, I've been fishing. Probably can't see it at the moment, but I bet I've got a bit of a tan because my face is glowing a bit. So I bet I'll go a bit red later on. Yeah, so I've been doing a bit of fishing today. Just needed to get away from it all. It's just getting too much. It's just getting too much. Like I say, it's hard to explain when you're doing a full-time job and well, you know, I've moaned on a million occasions, but I just needed to get away, so I went and did a bit of fishing today. Just went and hid myself away with a thingy, with a nice big bottle of water, and caught some nice carp off the top. Surround looks good. Yeah, it is good. I think it is anyway. Oh, lagging again, is it? I tell you, I'm getting sick of this. I really am. I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to get 5G or something. Just an absolute pain in the nuts. No matter what I do to it, it all seems to go Pete's on. So black will absorb the light, and white will reflect the light. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like thinking. It's like yeah, it's absorption. Black absorbs light. That's why it's black. That's why the colour is black, because it absorbs the light and it doesn't reflect it back out again. So I think there's probably a few reasons why this guy isn't happy with his lighted surround. But like I say, I mean, I can't sort it out for him, but personally I would have just said to him, send it back and you can have your money back. But it's one of them. I'm a little bit, some of the things that I've seen that he's wrote on Twitter and what have you, I'm sort of like teetering on the edge, me, of whether it's does he want the surround and he wants it for free, which to be honest with you, I've suffered with stuff like that in the past when I've sold things on eBay. People get in touch with you, oh, this is long with it, it's crap, it's this, that and the other. I say to them, right, we'll mail it back, you'll have to pay for the postage, post it back to me. Oh no, can you not just knock me some money off it? No mate, send it back and I'll give you your money back. And they don't want to send it back. What it is they want the item, but they want the item and they want some money back as well. So like I say, some of the like pretty, like not very nice things that he said about, yeah, but don't forget, it's not only Brian, he said it about me and all. He's accused me of accepting money to give him a favourable review. which I'm sure you lads and lasses will know 100,000% there's no way I would ever do that. You know I wouldn't. I'm way too outspoken for that. James Kelly, hiya mate. David Mogalski's in. Toyota, the best and reliable yeah, they are. They are. The only thing is they're a bit boring, aren't they? That's the only problem with Toyotas. They do tend to be a little bit... Built my own life because I couldn't find all... Yeah, well that's it, yeah. A lot of people do that. They build their own stuff up. And let's face it, it's not hard to do if it's what you want to do. The great thing that I find with this is... what do we call it? Look how far it is out from the board. Again, it is a bit of a pitfall because you are going to get a run across. What I found with this is I looked at that thing of that lad's picture. He sent me a picture of his dartboard and the black bull in the middle of it. And he's got a thingy, a unicorn HD2, whatever it is. And this blade, see the blades that stick out here? If you look at the blade on my board, well, I'm not going to take the frigging camera off because it will freeze the whole thing up. But if you look at that, the actual blade sticks out a tiny. I'd say that is 2mm. I'd say that is 2mm. The actual blade on his board looks like it's stuck out 5, 6 or 7mm. It's a long, long way out from the board. So I'm wondering if that's got something to do with it as well. Dave Store, hi mate, hope you're well. Can you switch the board light on and off so we can see the difference? Yeah, of course I can. Oh, hang on a minute, can I? Certainly try. Oh, will that work? Right, so that's it without it on. Right, let's have a look, see if we can get the, what do we call it, back on again. Hang on, see if I can get it back on again. Right, is that any good for you? Well, whoever it is, Dave Store. At the end of the day, Dave, what I would suggest to you, mate, is if you don't like the look of it, just don't buy one. You know what I mean? Like I've said loads of times on loads of different places, no one's got a gun to your head. Nobody's forcing you to buy one. At the end of the day, if this guy's been in there like really quick, made a bit of an hasty decision, at the end of the day, box it back up in the box that it came in, send it back to Brian, get your money back. Simple as that. I think it's dead simple that, because obviously there can't be any real damage to it, can there? Because he's only had it a few days. So that's what my advice would be anyway. It seems like the sensible thing to do, doesn't it? Birdie boy's in, howdy mate, hope you're well. Megaton, you're absolutely right. Go on, wait, what we got up here? As a business, Brian should have sucked up the shipping back. Yeah, but Brian paid for it out as well. Like normally, if you buy something from anywhere, you pay for the shipping, don't you? So you buy a drill or anything like that, right? You buy the drill, you pay the shipping, they send it out to you. If there's something wrong with it, a lot of the time you have to pay for it again, don't you? And then what they do is they give you a full refund, including the postage if there's something wrong with it. Whereas this chap has not paid any postage in the first place. So that means that Brian would have had to have paid 2 lots of postage. So I mean, I don't know what the light's standing at as a business. I'm not really sure, but to be honest with you, I sort of agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you that he probably should have just sucked it up. But at the end of the day, that guy, I don't know whether he even give him the opportunity to do that, Neil. I don't know whether he's given him the opportunity to do that. If that was me, I would have just said to him, "Here, have your money back. Just send me the thing, send me it back in the post, and I'll give you your money back. Simple as that. And I'll pay for both postages. But I certainly wouldn't have paid for the postage for him to send it back, because if you think about it, if you sent him the money to post it back by PayPal, he could just keep that money and not send it back. And then you're another lot of postage out, aren't you? I mean, I don't know how much the postage is on it, maybe a tenner or something, but it's another tenner, isn't it? I don't know. It's like when you're a business, it's a treacherous thing. It's a treacherous path to cross, isn't it, when you're a business, unfortunately. Yeah, but the thing is sometimes, Neil, mate, it doesn't save the nonsense. He could have give that bloke his money back and £1,000 on top, and the guy could have still slagged him off on Twitter. Wouldn't have made any difference. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen what this guy's put on Twitter and whether you've looked at the different tweets that he's actually put out there and what have you. Obviously attacking me as well as Brian. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't give a shit what he says about me. I don't care. I mean, it's irrelevant to me. I've had probably 10 or 15 messages today of people saying, watch your back, don't get involved with this, that and the other, and it'll damage your reputation. Well, I mean, I know this is going to sound horrible, but I don't give a shit about that. It doesn't make any difference to me. If, like I've said to you 1,000 times before, I say what I think, right? And if people don't believe me, they know where the door is. I don't force anybody to come and have coaching off me. I don't force anybody. I'm not telling anybody to buy any surrounds or anything like that. All I do is I give my honest opinion, and at the end of the day, if they want to hate me for it, then crack on. It's irrelevant to me. I know a lot of people in business do a lot of this kowtowing, and they think they're bleeding out liberals and what have you. This might happen, that might happen. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't, because I can't afford to. I can't afford to allow nasty, horrible people like that to drag me down. I won't allow it to happen. I think it's lagging because you're using 2 platforms, mate. Did the same to me. Now I'll just stick to YouTube. No, I've turned the finger. It's not on Facebook, is it? I don't think it's on Facebook. Oh. Can I actually turn that off? If it is on Facebook, can I turn it off without stopping the stream? I bet I can't, can I? Right. Yeah, you know something, you're probably right, Neil. You're probably right, but my internet should be better than this. The amount of money I pay for it should be a lot better than this. Right. Oh, thingy, Kieran's in. Kieran, mate, I was just saying congratulations to Dave Bauer earlier on for winning that 1K. What's its face? Your 1K subscriber. I was watching it earlier on. I've only just come in from fishing. And the other thing is, Kieran, I'll put that money in the bank for you tonight. I forgot all about it, mate. You know, at work and what have you, just my head went in half a dozen different directions and I forgot all about it. I'll make sure you have that money later on, fella. Ryan Parr's in. Hi Ryan, mate. Hope you're well. Any updates on the merch, Dave? Anything in the works? I'm just watching me call it. It's just, I don't know. with this, what's going on with these lighted select rounds, is it actually worth doing any merch? Looks like if you start that business, like, you end up in a load of trouble for it, but yeah, I will do at some point. Actually, do you know something? I'm sure if you go on to Streamlabs, I think the link's down there. I'm sure if you go on to Streamlabs on the link down there, there's loads of merch. You can buy it direct from Streamlabs. There's mugs, caps, t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff that you can buy with the Dynamite Dave logos on them. I'm sure I did that months ago, and I don't think I've sold anything off it yet, but I don't. Do you know something? I'm a pain in the arse. I never tell nobody nothing. My missus keeps saying that. She says, you'd have a damn sight more coaching, you'd have a damn sight more of this if you actually told people. Yeah, Alibaba, yeah, that's what finger what's... and as I say, they fingered the Chinese company that have got that on Alibaba. What's 205 Canadian? Is that about 100 quid? Come on, Mr. Bogowski, tell us what 205 Canadian is. Yeah, I know what he's saying. Yeah, Neil, I'm not daft, mate. I know exactly what you're saying. And I agree with you in a way. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Sometimes when you've got these trolls and what have you, the more you kowtow to them, mate, the worse they get. And it's true that. That's why I never back down to anybody. If anybody comes for me, mate, I come out ball swinging both fists as hard and as fast as I can. And it doesn't matter what platform they're on. I never back down to anybody, ever. Wayne Flint, hiya mate, hope you well. 170 is 100 quid. Right, so if they're on Alibaba for 205, so that's about 105, 106 pounds, like that, call it 110 quid. Plus what's the postage on them? Is that including the postage, Wayne? Because I'm not 100% sure because I don't get into these sort of things with anybody. Love Darts will tell you, the darts referee will tell you, I'm not interested in what people are selling stuff for. And I didn't ask Brian what he was selling them for because I'm not interested. The money side of it is nothing to do with me. So what I do is I leave other people to sort that out themselves. What they charge for their darts, their surrounds, their shirts is entirely up to them. That's why all I ever do is I just put people on to the person who's selling them. Sometimes, every now and again, I'll put maybe a price on something like a set of shot darts, but again, it's a load of garbage because you'll get one shop that are selling them for 80 quid, you'll get another shop that are selling them for 75 quid, you'll get another shop that have got an abundance on them and they're selling them for £60, and you put 85 quid and everybody goes, oh, you're full of shit, they're not selling them for 85 quid, I can get them for this amount of money. So that's why I don't, if you've noticed on my reviews, I don't get into money, I don't put how much stuff is, I'm not interested, you know what I mean? If you go, I'll tell you what the darts are like, tell you what I like to throw, then you go and find out how much they are. Don't want to get into that. I don't have Twitter. Wayne, mate, best thing in the world you could ever do. Seriously. I only do it because obviously the coaching and what have you, and people like to get in touch with me through Twitter. People like to get in touch with me through Facebook and there's a couple of ones, Instagram or some other ones that people Reddit. There's Reddit, Tumblr, and LinkedIn is another one that I've got. But yeah, people get in touch with me for coaching through that. But other than that, fella, I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. They're just, Kieran knows all about this. There's some just real evil pieces of crap on there. There really is. And they just think that what they'll do is they'll go after you, and if you back down to them, they just come harder and harder and harder, and they just make your life hell if you allow them to. That was including shipping, 131 for the line, 71 for the shipping. So you're looking at 110 quid. Looking at about 110 quid, aren't you, all in? And I don't know what Brian's selling them for. I'm assuming it's somewhere around about the 85, 90 quid mark, maybe, something like that. So, much of a muchness. If you're buying them off Alibaba, you ain't getting them any cheaper, are you? And that's the sort of place where you expect to buy stuff for next to now. The only time I've ever really looked at Alibaba was me and our kid were doing, if you remember, the bait boats. We were doing the bait boats, the fishing bait boats. And we bought the Boatman, which was already imported into Great Britain. And then our Roy had the idea of buying these ones from off Alibaba, which were, I think they were somewhat like 75 quid or something, but you had to buy so many of them. But when you got the shipping on them and what have you, there was virtually nothing in the price of them. And again, the surround's the same. The surround is the same sort of money as what people are buying them off Brian for, I think. That's if you're selling them for 85, 90 quid, I'm assuming it's that sort of money. Too much bullshit on Twitter, yeah, you're absolutely right, mate, yeah, there is. Too many vindictive, horrible, nasty people. Don't forget there's a lot of nice people and a lot of good people on there as well, but I think everybody suffered it. Neil suffered it. The Darts review channel, Darren, he suffered on there. I know for a fact Kieran has. I know he has. because I've stood up for him a couple of times, but it's not a very nice place. Right, 115 quid. So it's 115 quid for that. So I think if Brian's selling them for 85 quid, say 85 quid, let's call it 90. So if he's selling them for 90 and a tenner postage, they're 15 quid cheaper than they are on Alibaba, aren't they? So it's much of a muchness. But the bad thing for Brian is the fact that the Chinese company said that he'd got exclusive rights to them, and he'd paid them some money for that, I believe. I mean, I don't know, don't quote me on it, but that's usually the way these sort of things work. But I think half a dozen different people have probably got the rights to do it. Right, shipping might be less. No, because they come from China, mate. They come from China. So if you wanted to ship, so say yours are 115 quid to be shipped to the USA. USA is a preferred ship for China. If you wanted to ship them to England, I reckon you're looking at probably another 25 quid on top of that. I reckon. I mean, you could go on Alibaba and check it out yourself. Just put post to UK, and then you'd know. But 90 for the plane, or more for the print. Yeah, well, obviously, if you're going to have a print on it, then Skipper 67. Screw the haters. Yeah, he does the best job that he can, mate. He's do you know something? That's what's an heartbreaker. He's got a small darts shop. He isn't Darts Corner. He's not Perfect Darts. He's not fucking Red Dragon. He's a small darts shop. And what he's done is he's took a chance, and he's forked out a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money, to buy so many of these surrounds that he believes that, but he believed that he'd got into the UK exclusively. And basically they've screwed him, haven't they? They've screwed him. So I don't know. It's just it's a real sad do, I think it is anyway. Yeah, Ryan, mate, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's why if you ever watch my reviews, you've got the review lads here. You've got them all in. You've got Neil in. You'll have Love Darts in, no doubt, in a bit. You've got Thingy. You've got Scottish lad does darts. You've got Kieran in. They're the experts at doing reviews. When I do reviews, all I'm doing is I'm telling you what I think of the darts, the way that they balanced. When do you ever see me get a frigging measuring tape out and measure how long they are and stuff? I don't do that. I'm not interested in that. What I want to do is I want to tell you guys what I think of them, because I'm hoping that you trust me. You think to yourself, all right, well, if Dave says they're all right, they probably are. Skipper 167. Fans players should show him some support. Yeah. Well, I think I've been on to him about 10 or 15 times over yesterday and today. Just saying to him, I mean, obviously I've run businesses in the past, so I know what I would do. Obviously it's up to Brian what he does, but like I say, I've tried to show him the maximum amount of support I can. Good God, my voice is going. I tried to show him the maximum amount of support that I can. I just believe that he's done everything like what he believed was right. I don't think that he bought them thinking, these. Nobody does that, did he? Come on, for Christ's sake. Nobody goes and buys a job load of things, a job load of don't matter whether it's darts or frigging cars or motorbikes or frigging blow up dolls. Right, nobody goes and buys a load of them thinking, they're a sack of shit these, I'll just sell these out and I'll rip everyone off. Nobody does that. Right, Dave Curtis is in. Hi Dave, mate, hope you're well. Right, so obviously, if it's lagging now, if I put NaKKa on, it might go even worse. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a go at it, right, see if the NaKKa works. If it doesn't, what I'll do, right, everybody, so don't run off. What I'll do is I'll stop the stream, I'll turn Facebook off, and then everybody will have to come back on YouTube, and then we'll fire it up again, and then we can do the NaKKa bit. Right, so let's fire this NaKKa up and see if we can get anybody in on it. Right, so the code is 63N, so that's 63 November. Also, coach, we need to send them out an email and get their impact tattoos with your colours and name on. Do you know something? It'd be great that if they do that, but I'm a nobody. Neil, mate, I'm a nobody. I'm an absolute nobody, and that's why. Well, I'm assuming that's why I never get anything from Red Dragon. I get nothing from Shot. I get nothing from Windmill, Nordor, any of them. Not a one of them talk to me. I've sent emails in the past, and they just, I don't know. It's just as if they turn their back on me. Maybe they think because I'm a darts coach and not a reviewer, then my opinion doesn't count. I don't know. I don't know whether they don't think I've got any influence. I mean, look at the thingy. The darts referee gets all sorts sent to him all the time. I know he's got 30,000 thingy subscribers. I know that, and that's obviously because his channel is a lot more entertainment than mine. But there's plenty of people out there like Atomic Darts with a lot less subscribers and a lot less viewers. I mean, if you go onto his live streams, he's lucky to have 10, 12, 15 people on him. And he does different stuff every week. It's really good entertainment, that, whereas, like I say, I don't tend to get much well, don't get the steam off the shit, to be honest with you, which is fine by me. Don't matter to me. I can carry on the way, whichever, it doesn't matter. Like I say, I just carry on the way that I am and I do what I do. Woof, wow, that went up pretty quick. Can't read that at the speed that was going. Good grief. Yeah, to be honest with you, that might be some part of it, Wayne. That might be some part of it, because I say what I think. And where are we? But really nice that I sent a set of them out to Paddy Leach. Paddy Leach got me other set. You know, I did two of my personal bests. I gave one set away ages ago, and then Paddy Leach got in touch with me, and I said to him, I said, what would you rather have? Would you rather, because I said to him, I said, you've won the high impact 2s, which are my old darts, not old, but they've probably been used for a couple of weeks or something like that, or a month, maybe. And I said to him, I said, you can have the Nathan Aspinall darts if you want them, you can have any set of darts that you want out of there, because obviously I don't want you to think that I'm only offering you. And he said to me, he says, no, Dave, he said, they will mean more to me than any brand new set of darts you could ever give me. And that's sort of like, you know what I mean, it chokes you up a bit, it really does, it chokes you up a little bit, and it's just nice to know that somebody feels like that about you. And he just said to me, he says, no, he said, those darts, he said, will mean more to me, he said, than any brand new set of darts you could give me. He said, they're your darts that you did that with, and what I did was I did him a little bit of a letter, an authentication letter with a photograph of the darts on it and what have you. And I was just really, really pleased with that. I was over the moon, to be honest with you. But done right, put away. Challenge. Right. Poorly, put on the mend. Oh, Dave, mate. It's no good when you're poorly. What's been wrong with you, mate? Or somebody's on the old NaKKa. I shall drop across and we'll come back. So I'm on the same. I'm on the same boat.
That's us.
Right, yeah, hang on. Oi, Savaloy. Oh, hiya, mate. You all right, Neil?
I'm doing good, mate. Doing good.
Brilliant stuff. Let's just hope that this doesn't kill the stream altogether.
Oh God.
I know.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Have you noticed where I've put your big sticker just up above the dartboard?
Yeah,
Pra-
I see it now. I thought I'd have to ship some out to you, like you sound.
Yeah, if you would. I'm gonna have to like bend everybody's arm up the back again and send me a load of new stuff out.
I'll happily send out new stickers to you, buddy.
Top man, thank you very much. You're a star. It's
It
you.
goes right next to my heart.
Hey, I tell you what, mate, you can have a mount of them if you want them. I've got loads of them. I bought them and then I cut them myself. I cut them down myself, you know, because the kit's cut. Yeah, I just cut them into the squares myself. So I managed to get. I paid 16 quid, and I got about 200.
That's good.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
So I've got like love, violent Dave, there you go.
I see you've got a nice new board up.
Yes, brand new Mission 792 board up, because I'm using the old one as a backup to my rucksack.
Not wrong with that. Right, go on, let's shoot a throw first. Give me a good pasting. I've not had a chuck yet.
You know what? I've been watching the Scottish lads reviews, trying to catch up with everyone's reviews and watching your stream at the same time.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll come on here again. So I'm going to throw like a banana.
I'm the same.
I'll be surprised if I can hit a double tonight. Oh. There we go. An easy 45 just to warm up.
No wrong with that.
Good luck, mate.
41.
Oh, I thought I was 140 there.
No.
I was taking the bank.
I wish.
Oh. Oh. 76.
Oh, no wrong with that. $100.
I need to ask you, Dave, what darts are you using?
Love darts.
Love that. I'm the one mine yet. They look lovely.
Yeah, well, they look very intimidating with these blue things on and the blue flights.
I'll get mine eventually.
Have they not landed yours yet? No.
No.
Oh,
I know he's been busy as well with his mum and dad, so
yeah.
you know what, I'm not in a rush. Oh!
Whoa! I'll tell you something, Neil. Wait till you get them, mate. They're a bit of a nirvana. I mean, I don't know what they'll be like for you, but you know something? I've got to say, they're either one of, if they're not the best darts I've ever thrown in my life.
Oh, see, it's just teasing me, Dave. It's teasing me.
The grip is phenomenal on them. It's as perfect as I could ever want it.
Oh, you're teasing me, man. You're teasing me. Can't wait to get them.
Oh, they're awesome, mate. That finger, that grenade grip, is just out of this world.
Oh, 85.
Ooh.
I might have to steal the party's design if I decide to do more darts.
Yeah, steal it. 140. Coming back at you now. Good darts.
Oh,
Ooh.
James 42. The pressure was on.
Oh. 79.
Oh, 37.
Unlucky. Oh. Swine. 58 scored. Open the door for you.
Well, let's see if you can hit a double away. Oh, one now.
There you go. I think the answer might be yeah.
That's my leg open.
Hey, there's not wrong with that, mate. 19 darts. Nothing wrong with that. Oh dear, come on, David. 22. I'll give you the darts again.
I see Brian Thorns in the chat.
Is who?
I see Brian Thorns in the chat.
Oh, great stuff. Hopefully a couple of people will give him a bit of support, because I think it's just really awful the way that it's happened to him. I think he's been the fall guy for something that he didn't know anything about.
We had a wee chat earlier as well, and you can't let Matt do some thinking about being a knob.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you, because like I say, you're slagging me off and it's nothing to do with me. All I was doing was a review, and because my review didn't agree with him, you know, he was having a go at me. Where are we?
There's no need for it. And negativity, just keep it. There's also personal problems, and he's just playing out to positive people.
Yeah, I think what it is, Neil, is he's just bought something that he doesn't like, and rather than just saying, right, okay, I'll return it, I'll pay the postage to send it back, I'll return it, which I would if I bought something that I didn't like, I would just send it back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start arguing over postage money if I'd got the postage free in the first place.
Exactly. We all buy stuff that we regret, and you can just send it back. There's no need to be negative and go, hey, my hands up, I haven't an arse yet.
Yeah.
Apologise, let's send this back. End off.
Exactly. And your consumer rights are, you can do that. But the one thing that you shouldn't do is go onto social media and start slagging the poor fella off when he's done out wrong.
No, you've got to bear in mind, that's 100. You've got to bear in mind, he's a guy wanting to build his business.
Yep.
He wants to build a business. You just hate him for the personal gain.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian Van Doren stuff, I can say hand on heart, his darts are fantastic. I do like, I'm not using them because I like to keep them nice.
Yeah.
And that's just me because I like the darts. They're beautiful looking.
Yeah, I've got the gold Scaracities and I've got the gold Veracities as well. I've got both of them, and I absolutely love them. He'll tell you that. I love them. They're fantastic.
I've got 3 of them. I've got the Velocity, the Scarcities, and the Reddies. The Reddy.
All right.
5.
80. Do you mean the steadies?
I don't want to use them because it's a nice design of them, and I don't want to damage them, and I want to keep them nice.
Yeah, well, my Scaracities are battered. I used them for ages and ages and ages as my normal darts. But I'll tell you what, the coating stood up well.
81. They're nice. It needs more flopping, I think. Definitely.
Yeah. It needs more support, and not people that annoys me. That, you know, knocking people down is just, there's no need for it.
Nah, I can't do that. That's just not me either. Not required. Oh, God's sake.
198. Oh, come on, David. 81.
Oh, wasn't high enough. Oh, wasn't meant to go for that. 100.
Tunsky, not wrong with that. 77. That leaves me 30. 40. Nearly went for the wrong one then. Yeah, game in 3.
Oh, good work!
Good darts!
81 of it, huh?
Oh, what have I done? I've cocked it.
Oh,
I put 40 in instead of 77.
Just double click on it again. You're scrolling, but just double click on it and change it.
Hang on. No, you've got to click yours first.
Okay, I'll put 0.
Yeah. Right, there we go. I've got it back now. I've got it back now.
That's 77. There you go.
There we go. There we go. That's better. What's that doing? And what are you doing here? Yeah, 40. There we go. I think that should do it. Yeah, that's got it. That's got it. Right, shooter chuck first. We got there eventually.
There we go. Good check, by the way. Good check.
Yeah, not bad, 117.
Oops. 45. Very hard to play this and watch your stream and read the text comments.
Well, I can't see any of them. I've just got the actual NaKKa up for the simple reason, Neil, is if I have the other one on, I can't even hit the board, never mind out else. It just so distracts me, it's unreal. What's that? 21, 25. Off to a good start again.
Nice steady 60.
Now wrong with that. Steady, Eddie. $81. Thank you. Good darts. Good last dart there. Oh, come on, David, stop it. Oh, bed and breakfast. I know, awful. Oh! Chuck the last one away.
Aye. Use my left hand.
60.
Nice and steady. Oh, for God's sake. 28.
Woo!
On a ricochet.
Big score. Oh, come on, David. Oh, and again. Oh, and I didn't even clean it up. Bed and breakfast again.
You just make sure, try and get lower than me. I'm not on that.
Like two pissed up pensioners in the pub.
That is, right, 83.
Woo! Good darts. Good darts. Oh, come on, David. That's 12, 21.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, Neil. Throw it straighter. 40.
Right, come on, David.
I'll walk for one there.
Oh, come, dear me. 30. It's all going Pete Tong here. What are we doing? I think we're doing too much yakking. Too much chin wagging, I think.
Oh, I knew it. You're punching the face. That's good.
Do you know something? I thought that treble 19 was in.
No, not which. Surprised up to 19.
I tell you what, I don't know what's happening to me. I can't hit the 20 now, never mind the treble.
You're at the mince, mate, honestly. You just want me to learn and make me feel better. Wonder.
Brilliant darts, well played. Game to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well played. I enjoyed that. We have some cracking banter when we're playing darts, me and you. We just have to do it more often.
Exactly. I'm surprised you get throw straight when I'm talking.
Right, I'll catch you in a bit.
No worries, mate.
See you in a bit, Neil. Take care, mate.
Bye.
Oh, right, well, at least the stream actually survived while we were playing. I'm surprised at that, I've got to say. Right, how far on have we got? How far on have we got? Where's Brian? I can't find him. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Hi guys, I'm here. Hiya Brian, mate. Hope you're well, buddy. I'm sure you heard the thing of the conversation between me and Neil there. I just think these Twitter trolls, mate. At first, I've got to say, I just thought it's one of them things, but he's been a bit of a wobbly. But some of the things that I've seen that he's put on Twitter and Facebook and what have you, like I say, he's a Twitter troll. He's just a troll, mate. It's a real shame he's gone about everything wrong. You'll have seen on here all the messages of support for you, mate. I support you. You look at that surround, there's nothing wrong with it, mate. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think, obviously you weren't here before, so you probably didn't hear the explanation that I think he sent me a photograph of his board with the light on, doing a load of boo-hooing, right? So, I had a look at the photograph and I blew it up. He's using a Unicorn Eclipse Pro 2 dartboard, and the spider is stuck out from the board, it looks to me, between 5 and 7 millimetres. Now, if you look at that board, there's no shadows or nothing on it. And my spider, as you can see, is literally just out from the sisal. And that black bull thing that he's going on about, that is the only thing I can think of that could be causing that. Number two, he's bought a black surround. And we were talking about this earlier. Black absorbs light, so it's going to take some of the potency away from the actual bulbs or from the actual LED light strip. So that's another possibility. The other one is what me and you were talking about, I think it was yesterday, about his transformer might be a bit weak, and if he's got the wrong type of the wrong type of adapter, the wrong type of USB plug, if it's not putting enough milliamps out, obviously the light's going to be dimmer. And we spoke about that yesterday, didn't we, Brian? So I'm on the same boat as you, Dave. I've had support from Shot and Windmill, and that's it. Well, I've had nothing from Shot or Windmill. Nothing. I've had nothing from any of them. The only people I've had support from is you guys, all of yous. Thingy, Brian Van Doren, right? He's been an absolute star. All these shirts he's made for me, and he's sold them me at cost, which is, you know what I mean? That is support for me. A lot of people go to the darts manufacturers or dart shops and what have you. And Brian, I'm sure will confirm this, they want a piece of flesh. So basically, to do advertising for your shop, they want something for nothing. Brian will tell you, I have never ever asked him for anything for nothing, ever. And I've never done that with anybody else. I mean, to be honest with you, there's only really St Helens Darts who's given me anything other than that. But they've just sold me stuff, basically, well, I don't think it's even cost. I don't think I get it as cheap as I do from Brian. I've had a few bits off them. I've had a few bits from Darts Corner. I've had a few bits from Red Dragon. It's just the way that I operate. I can't buy everything off Brian because there's certain things that I want at certain times and I might want them virtually straight away. Whereas all my mainstay stuff like my surrounds, my lights, all my big stuff, my hockey that Brian's going to be making for me, all that sort of stuff I buy from Brian. But obviously there's times when I've got to buy stuff from other places because it's just obviously Brian probably might not do certain things, and it might be something that somebody has won the raffle off me and they want a certain set of darts or whatever. If they're the first prize winner, I'll buy them whatever they want. So it's just one of them things. But yeah, a load of love on here for Brian and a load of support. Right. Yeah, well that's what I say. Brian, I've never asked for nothing for free, have I? Ever, off you. Never. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the way to do it, you see, is it won't help your business by me taking stuff off you for free, because that's taking wages off you, food off your kids. Not going to happen. I'm not doing it. Simple as that. And I wouldn't do it even if you offered it me. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, exactly. And as me and Neil, when we were talking there, Brian's building his business up. When he becomes a multi-millionaire, you never know, he might sponsor us. So with that bloody Neil Magowski, when he starts selling that weed over there in Canada. Oh dearie me, I'm freaking boiling. It's about 100 degrees in this room again. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll tell you what, in the middle of winter it'll be nice. Stuff for free. Yeah, them bloody kids, they always want toys for now, don't they? They never want to pay for them. Mrs, she always wants them nice dresses, don't she? She never wants to give you any money for them. Jesus, it's hot in here. $100. Good. I'm playing. There's one thing, Brian, I know you don't come on here very often, is I cannot play on a live stream. Everybody on here will tell you I am absolute trash. There's moments of like some real good moments here and there, but my consistency is nothing like it is in real life, because I'm trying to run the stream, chuck darts, and what have you. It's just Neil and everybody. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, it is too hot. I don't know why, and it always seems to be in the evenings. In this room, it is mad hot. I'm sure my missus has lit a fire underneath here. Either that or she's got the thing of the radiator underneath here on full blast, and then all the others turned off and the windows open downstairs. It's absolutely boiling in. Tunskit. Well, I'll tell you what, seeing as Brian's in the house, we'll get a set of Brian's darts out, eh? Have a chuck with a set of Brian's darts. There we go. In the best colour scheme ever. It's the BVD Veracities. I've got the Scoracities on the stand where I've just picked these up from. We'll have a go with the Veracities first, eh?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
These are the gold Veracities. I've got some standard ones as well. $81. $60. I've got to say, these are fantastic darts, these. As Neil said, he's absolutely right. Squares. Well, we're doing well at the moment. Nobody's coming in for a game. Anybody want a game? Anybody would like a leg or two? Wow. September. You certainly will, Graham. You certainly will. Oh, Wayne's in. Wayne's in. The Canadian Torment. Right, go on, Wayne, lad. It's you to throw first. Don't know what's happened to your camera. This is crazy. $66. Oh, like a new set of points in them. Could do with a new set of points in. Come on, Wayne, lad, giddy up. All good darts. $100. $81, another good score. $43. 41. Come on, David. Stop messing. Whew. $137. Oh no. Not like that, do you? Me, David. 19. Ew, me. $95. We'll do it the easy way, or shall we do it the hard way? Do it the hard way. Not like that. 40. Wanted the double 15 to leave me double top. Oh, you couldn't make it up, could you? 17. Just dragged it over into the double one. Oh. Hey. 22. It's hard, this. There's no flow to it. It's a connection from Canada though. I know it's not Wayne because I've played him loads of times when we're not on the live stream, and he throws as quick as I do. It's the lag between there and here. Unbelievable, those first two. 8 scores. Look at that. Oh, come on, David. Come on, it's so hard, this. Right, come on. Come on. Nah, just, no. Go. Let's go. Yeah, game in 2. Terrible. Right, come on. 60. Ton. Ton. Back to back tons. All like it. Ton. Why couldn't I play like this against Neil? Well, not the first leg, obviously, but this one's not bad. 141. Oh, Jesus, David. 24. Unbelievable. Why don't you just keep your gob shut? Hmm, 117 again. Ah, come on. 30, 44. Nineteen, 29, 30, 38. Sixteen, 19, 29, 27. think we'll call this the last game because it's 10 to 8 now. We'll have to go and have a bit of a movie and a drink with the missus. Hallelujah. Game in 3. Well, cheers for that, Wayne. It's just a little bit of a pain in the butt because of the time lag between Canada and here, and also it's about 120 degrees in this frigging room. Open the window, kids come out and start bouncing up and down on trampoline and screaming their heads off. You couldn't make it up. Just couldn't make it up. Oh. Right, well the good news is we've only got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we'll be back on Saturday again. So we'll be back here Saturday. Don't forget, lads and lasses, have a go on the draw, get yourself onto the bomb squad. The details are on the last, they'll be on the bomb squad. I'll put them back on there again for if you want to enter the free prize draw. Can't see your name, Brian. What's going on here? What's going on here? Before I disappear. All right, okay, Brian. Thingy, what do we call it? I'll come and find you after the stream, yeah, and we'll have a bit of a game. Right. So thanks very much for watching. Like I say, don't forget to support Dynamite Dave if you can. Any donations are very, very welcome. Thanks for everybody for joining us on the stream tonight. Like I say, the next one will be Saturday. Yeah, no worries, Wayne. Just that little bit of a lag. It's a bit. I mean, I've played you over the internet, over Zoom and what have you. So I know it's not you that's slow. It's the thing of the connection itself, and also my internet is just it's dropping. The bars are dropping down, then coming back up, then dropping down, then coming back up. I don't know what it is, but not a lot I can do about it. I'll get back onto the provider tomorrow and see if we can get any resolution out of it. And also what I'll do on Saturdays, I will only stream on YouTube. I won't stream on Facebook. Right, so thanks very much for joining us, lads and lasses. Thanks for everything that you do for me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, if you want any coaching or anything, just get in touch with me. I'm always available and I can always make slots for you. So don't forget, lads and lasses, thanks very much for joining us tonight. And don't forget, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. And always, 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 told to the hockey. Take care, lads and lasses. See you later. Brian, I'm going back onto NaKKa now. So just before I turn the stream off, I'll go back on NaKKa now for about 10:50. Brian, I'm going back onto NaKKa now. So just before I turn the stream off, I'll go back on NaKKa now for about 10:15.